Hey there, how are you doing around the world? My name is Kevin. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to take a look at a song that was written in just 15 minutes. Can you imagine writing a song that's in the Billboard Top 100 in just 15 minutes? You've heard this one before. It goes a little bit like, all I want for Christmas is you. Hey, we're going to take a look at the chords, the strumming pattern, and do a nice long play along. Get your uke, get tuned up, get a smile on your face, and let's do it. All right, let's take a look at these chords. If you already know the chords listed below, go ahead and skip ahead right now. And if you don't know these chords, we're going to be working in the key of G. So there's quite a few chords in this song. Thank you, Mariah. The first one is the old famous G chord, which should sound like this. And you can see the graphic below with where the finger placement is going to be. I recommend staying right up on your fingertips here for G. Second chord, super easy one, the C chord. That's ring finger on the bottom string, the A string on the 3rd fret. We have an E minor chord, the little staircase. We have 2nd fret with our index finger on the A string, middle finger on the E string on the 3rd fret, and ring finger on the C string on the 4th fret. That should sound like this. D major chord, which will be played with the 2nd fret compressed on the G, C, and E string with our middle, ring, and pinky. That'll sound like this. There's other options for playing D. You can use index, middle, ring, or just one single finger for that as well, if you so choose. A chord that appears in this song quite a few times, and it might be new to you, is a C minor chord. And I'll talk about it a little bit once we get there, but the C minor chord is really used in a cool way in this song, and if you're a songwriter, maybe you want to do this too. But the C minor is played with our ring finger here, covering the bottom 3 strings on the 3rd fret. So the C, E, and A string. Now, if you don't feel comfortable playing it with a single finger, you can also play it with middle, ring, and pinky. Same thing, nice minor sound. Then we have an E flat 6th chord, which is very similar to the C minor chord. The only difference is, instead of barring the bottom 3 strings, you bar the bottom 4 strings. And when I was going through this with the song, there's some times where they're kind of interchangeable. They carry a lot of the same notes. So you don't necessarily, you can choose between the two sometimes. The next chord we'll talk about is B7. B7 is played, it looks like an E minor. If you're going to play, I'll show you the 2 versions. This is the simplified version of B7. So if you took your E minor chord and moved everything up a string, so now you're on the top 3 strings, 4th fret, ring finger, 3rd fret with the middle finger on the C string, and then index finger here on the 2nd fret on the E string. That sounds like this. Or if you're feeling a little risky and you want to play the bar chord version, you can bar the entire 2nd fret and place your middle finger on the C string on the 3rd fret. That's also B7. And the last couple chords here, I'll give you an easy one here. This is an A minor chord. You've probably played this before. Middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string. Make sure you're really up on your fingertips. And last but not least, the old E7 chord. Now the E7, a little tip here, make sure you're tilting your hand towards the headstock as you play E7. Index finger, 1st fret on the G string, middle finger on the C string on the 2nd fret, and ring finger on the A string on the 2nd fret as well. That sounds like this. So those are all the chords you'll need. I'll mention the chords for each section, but without further ado, let's check out the intro. All right, so there are a few sections in this song. We have an intro, the slow verse, the other verses, the bridge, and the outro. So we'll go section by section and play along through each one. But if you want to get the PDF and print that out from the website, go ahead and do that. That might make everything a little easier to look at as you go. Otherwise, you can follow the graphics below. So for the intro, the 4 chords we need are G, E minor, C, and D. Now for this section, the only thing you're going to do is play a single strum. And I'll get into the strumming pattern for the verse when we get to the verse, but for the intro, we're just going to use a single down strum. And this is the part where you're hearing the vibraphone doing the ding, 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 ding in the beginning. I don't know if that's a melody, but it was my vibraphone emulation. So here's how we'll play this little intro. So we go G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, with just one strum. Now here's a little bonus for you. When you're playing the G chord and you're going to E minor, you have this extra finger here, the old pinky. And what you can do is to switch from G to E minor there, nice and easy, is just play the G, and then take your pinky and put it on the 4th fret on the C string, while keeping your ring and middle fingers down. So you might want to just practice that switch. It's going to be very helpful for you because G and E minor happen in a lot of different songs. So try that with me, and we'll just count it as we go. 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. So that is the intro. Pretty easy. I also want to suggest you put on the actual song recording and listen to it, because these chords will match up with it, so you can kind of hear the timing of everything, because I don't have the actual recording on in this video, but that is the timing of the intro. Let's talk about the slow verse section now. I'm going to try to simplify this a little bit for you guys. We're just going to use one single down strum, and we're going to change chords on a 4 count. So let's walk through this section piece by piece. So for this section, this is the I Don't Want a Lot for Christmas slow version of it here. We start off on a G chord, and we'll do G, 2, 3, 4, G again, 2, 3, 4. From there, we move to a C chord, 2, 3, 4, and then C minor, 2, 3, 4. Back to the G chord. I Just Want You for My Own, B7, 2, 3, 4. And then E minor. So you're going to take that B7 chord and just shift it down one string. More Than You Could Ever Know. And know it lands on the C minor chord. And then for Make My Wish Come True, it's G, 2, 3, 4, E7, 2, 3, 4. And then last but not least, A minor, 2, 3, 4, C minor, 2, 3, 4. So let's try all of that together. Follow along below with the counts, and I'll count us through without the lyrics, just to kind of give you the chords so that you can really get used to playing these chords in a sequence. So here we go, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, C minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, B7, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, C minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E7, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, C minor. And the C minor hangs just with a one strum while she does the crazy vocal run there. So that is the entire slow verse section there for you. We'll incorporate the lyrics later when we do the full play along, but for now, I'm just going to kind of acclimate you guys with the chords and the changes so that you can get a lot of practice of these before we try to do the full play along. All right, so let's talk about this little section. I'll call it the re-intro because it's the introduction chords, but it's played with a strumming pattern. So the strumming pattern we'll use for this tune all the way throughout is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you've ever tried that before, it's down, down, up, down, up. I have a full video dedicated into the Step Up Your Strumming series. If you want to check that out, feel free. It's got a whole breakdown of that strumming pattern. But let's just try that strumming pattern here on a G chord. So it's down, down, up, down, up. So you'll do that one time per chord, and the chords are the exact same as the intro of the song. So it's G, E minor, C, D. So let's just try to strum those chords together once here. So it'll be one time per chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, E minor, C, D. That is basically called the re-intro. Now that happens multiple times in the song. It'll also be noted in the PDF so you can catch it, but that's the re-intro. That's the introduction to the strum. Let's talk about the fast version of the verse now. All right, when the tempo goes up to 150 BPM in this tune, we get into what I call the faster verses. So only 3 chords you need for the verse section: G, C, and C minor. So if you look below, you'll see the number of times you strum G, you're going to do 4 times through the strumming pattern, and then twice on C, and twice on C minor. Now this C minor in the verses, I've seen it written as E flat 6 too. So try it out, see how your ear wraps around it. You can do C minor, or you can cover all 4 strings and do this E flat 6. It's hard to tell in the recording with the bass, I'm not really sure, but we're gonna just do C minor this time because why not? Let's play this together with the strumming pattern, nice and slow. I'll count us through: G, C, and C minor. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, up, down, up, 2, 3, 4. Switch to C with your pinky. 1, 2. C minor, add those fingers. 2. Back to G. 2, 3, 4. Switch to C. 2. C minor. 3, 4. So that's all you need for all of the verses, and there are 4 total verses. I believe only 3 of them are fast, but that's all you need: the G, the C, and the C minor. So practice that a little bit and then get ready for the play along at the end where we'll do all of that with the lyrics. Okay, let's break down this chorus section. So the strumming pattern, I'm gonna keep this simplified for you guys. There's a little nuance in the recording you might hear, but we're gonna simplify things a little bit just for playing purposes. We're gonna do 1 time through the down, down, up, down, up pattern on each chord. So the chords for the chorus goes G, B7, E minor, C minor, back to G, E7, A minor, C minor, and then the re-intro thing. E minor, C, baby. So that's the chorus. Let's just try to play that together nice and slow. I'll call out the chords as we go and you'll see them below. So let's just do that nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, B7, E minor, C minor, back to G, E7, A minor, C minor, and then it's the little re-intro, G, E minor, C, D. And that's the chorus section. All right, let's talk about the final section, the bridge. So for the bridge, I'm not going to sing it because it sings a little bit weird, you know, in this kind of low register doing Mariah, but strumming pattern is going to stay consistent with the down, down, up, up, down, up. Starts off with the B7 chord going back and forth 2 times through the strumming pattern a piece, B7, E minor. So if you've never switched from B7 to E minor, practice just taking your fingers from the top 3 strings to the bottom 3 strings. It's a really good chord switch that will come in handy for you. So to start off the bridge, we do twice through on B7. And then we switch to E minor. We do that twice. And just repeat that. B7. And then E minor again twice. So this section is all when it starts all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. And when it gets to and everyone is singing, that's where you go to the E flat 6 chord. So you're going to bar the entire 3rd fret here with your index finger, and you strum that twice. From there we move to a G chord, which we do 1 time. And then E7 1 time. And then we'll just round this out for the bridge. Go to A minor 1 time. Nope, sorry, 2 times. And finally, the D chord. So just take your middle finger, keep it on the 2nd fret here on the G string, and add your ring and pinky to play D chord twice. So all the chords are below here, and also if you need the PDF you can print that out as well. But let's just play through this entire bridge section without the lyrics. I'll just count nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, B7, 2, switch to E minor, 2, back to B7, oh, there's the cat, B7, E minor, again, here comes the E flat 6, twice, G, E7, go to the A minor, and then D twice, and that is the bridge section. So this kind of breakdown of all these sections is to kind of help you get acclimated with each section. And I would suggest taking it a section at a time. This is a pretty complex song. I wouldn't say this is a beginner song. It's more of an intermediate level song. So it's going to push you a little bit with chords, which is a good thing. So take it section by section before you put it all together, because we're going to put it all together right now for the play along. All right, one more little thing I forgot to mention is the outro, and this is just the tag, All I Want for Christmas Is You. And again, we'll just be using G, E minor, C, and D 1 time through the strumming pattern on each. So for the outro, it's down, down, up, down, E minor, C, D. So pretty simple. You've been through it a few times, but I just wanted to mention that before we get to the play along. All right, so we're going to do a consolidated version of the song for a slow play along. If you want to skip ahead and just do the fast play along with me, go ahead. do that now. But otherwise, let's go through consolidated version here. We're going to go through the intro, the slow verse, the re-intro, the fast verse, the chorus, and the bridge. So we'll tackle every section slow. I'll kind of be half-heartedly singing this through. It's hard to half-heartedly sing Mariah Carey, but I'll try my best to get us through this. So just follow along, follow the chords below on the screen, and have some fun with this one. So here we go. From the top, the little vibraphone part. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. E minor, 2, 3, 4. C, 3, 4. D to the slow verse. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby, all I want for Christmas. The strum starts 1, 2, is you. E minor, C, to the verse. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, to the C. I don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas, to the chorus. I just want you for my own, more than you would ever know. Make my wish come true, baby, all I want for Christmas. Re-intro. To the bridge, all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter lives in the air. E flat 6 twice. Oh, I hear the sleigh bells ringing. A minor twice, then D twice, and then you would go back to the verse on G. So that's the consolidated version of the song, with just a chance for you to kind of play through each section at a time. I may have varied my speed slightly in there, so I apologize about that, but I'm just trying to kind of digest this whole tune. So try to play along with it, follow through that section, and then we're going to do a full play along right now with all of the verses, choruses, bridges, everything for you. All right, here we go through the full tune. A little closer to the tempo. I'm not sure we'll get quite to 150 BPMs, but we're going to get pretty close. So here we go from the top, from the vibraphone part. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 4, D, and the slow verse. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you would ever know. Make my wish come true, baby, all I want for Christmas. Re-intro, start the strum, 1, 2, 3, is you. To the verse. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas. To the chorus, I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas is you. The re-intro, baby, to the verse. I won't ask for much this Christmas. I don't even wish for snow. I'm just gonna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. I won't even stay away to hear those magic reindeer click. To the chorus, I just want you here tonight, holding on to me so tight. All that I can do, baby, all I want for Christmas is you. We're gonna go to the bridge. Baby, all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere. Oh, the sound of children's laughter on and fill the air. Everyone is singing. Ooh, I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I need? So bring my baby back. To the verse, I don't want a lot for Christmas. That is all I'm asking for. I just wanna see my baby standing right outside the door. Chorus, I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas is you. For you high note people, you can get this one. Outro, which is the re-intro. One more time. Christmas, you, baby. All right, guys, I hope you had some fun with that one. I had a lot of fun teaching it to you, and trying to sing like Mariah Carey was, kind of made me question myself a little bit. I hope you had some fun with this one. As I mentioned a few times in the video, print out the PDF from allforuke.com. It's free. That will help this kind of lay everything out, make more sense for you as you go. If you like the video, leave a comment below. Let me know what the next song we should do for the holidays is. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, get in the know. Find out when the next video is coming out by clicking that little alert button below. And I will see you guys next time. It's so much fun teaching you. I hope you're enjoying yourself learning with me. My name's Kevin, and I'll see you soon. I need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with... Merry Christmas, buddy. Wait, he's Baby Yoda. He's Baby Yoda.
I'm out of here.
And done.